I'm going to be constantly taking photographs. There's going to be a lot of what's called EVP work, which is electronic voice phenomena, where you take a simple tape recorder like you use and ask questions one by one, give it a long pause before you ask another question.
If you're a fan of the wicked local ghosthuntingblog.com that has taken you behind the scenes of paranormal investigations on the South Shore and met some of the famous ghost hunters on TV up close and personal, here's your chance to learn some of the techniques of the trade. The Quincy-based Mass Paranormal team, who have overseen many ghost hunts aboard the USS Salem in Quincy, will be conducting a class on Saturday, February 6th from 7 to 9 p.m. at Regina Russell's Tea Room at 40 Franklin Street in Quincy. In addition to teaching students how to use video, as well as how to record and do your own EVPs, they will also have their psychic mediums with them, and students will be able to ask them questions as well, although no readings will be conducted that night. The cost of the class is $25, and it includes soda, coffee, and snacks. To learn more about this event or to purchase a ticket, visit their website at massparanormal.com or call them at 617-947-6960. This is Kathleen Jeffrey.
Guys, this area here is the operating rooms. This great active area. We took a laser level off this wall. We shot it across over here. Omar and them were here that night. We ran a video camera to it. Within the first 15-20 minutes of the tape, the laser level disappeared 5 times on its own. No one was in this area. So this is a great active area down here.
But I did catch one voice that was pretty clear that said, duck shoot. Oh. Which, if you're standing up on the hill and you're looking out over the bay, and you got to imagine these enormous cannons that are sitting up there, you know, you got some boat floating in the water.
The perfect location for a duck.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had a couple of other experiences at the house, one which I felt were interactive. One, I had a sweater tugged on 3 times while I was getting ready to go to school in the morning downstairs in front of the mirror. And I've also had someone whisper my name in my ear, and the interesting thing about that one was that there was a girl who's a friend of mine who was in the room with me at the same time, and she actually heard it too.
And oddly enough, him and I have now become the leading authorities on this area, and just happened to make contact with him and hear, no, there's not only this weird stuff, there's a context for it. There's a frame for it. It's called the Bridgewater Triangle. And so I started doing, going back and looking at some of Lauren Coleman's stuff, discovering that, this was an actual area that people had been noticing for decades, if not centuries.
And to this day, that's probably the biggest mistake I ever did, because I never took a sample of it. But, I've gone on exorcisms with the Catholic Church before. I mean, those are pretty intense as well.
That has got to be scary. Now, when I hear that, of course, my mind goes directly to the movie The Exorcist. Mm-hmm. Is it that scary? I'm guessing that they took a lot of, leeway in doing that film, but...
They did, but the thing is...
I've worked a lot with psychics off the show, but we don't rely on them. We usually have them come with us to help verify their abilities, not ours, theirs. So we'll take them with us, and they'll say, take a picture in that corner, we'll take a picture when somebody shows up, whatever. But normally, we find out that most people who think they're psychic are just hypersensitive to electromagnetic fields, which gives the feeling that there's a presence around.
We don't charge for investigations. Now, the main reason behind that is, first off, when we charge, we can only help the people who can afford our services. All right. Secondly, the rich, the poor, everybody in between has paranormal issues. So, everybody needs help. And how can we charge for something scientifically that can't even prove exists in the first place? So we just don't feel it's right. So we look at it as there's 3 different types of human type ones. You got your intelligent residual poltergeist.
Hold on. Did you see the poor sign warrior when I started beatboxing? Do it again. Watch it. Give her a round of applause. Give her a round of applause.